in limbo, right? When we get an update, when my mom and I get an update, we'll update y'all. If you're confused on what's happening, just scroll back on my TikTok page, right? Or if you're on YouTube, just go to my YouTube homepage, click videos, and watch my video that's titled customer service. My mom and I, we went to a government building, and my mom, she asked a very simple question, right, to the public service employee. My mom asked her a very simple question, and instead of answering the question in a professional way, the employee escalated the situation and the police was called. So it's not really a police situation because the situation was dealt with, right? The police handled it with professionalism. They saw that my mom and I were not in the wrong with anything, right? So it's not really a police situation. It's just a bad customer service complaint situation, and that's still being handled right now. Okay, what are we saying? But welcome back if you are, for the YouTube people on the stream. Really appreciate you guys. I do apologize. If you're a returning supporter for my YouTube community, y'all know that anytime I stream in my room and at school in general, technical difficulties are all around us. The internet on my school, false community guideline strikes, and etc. So thank God there was no false community guideline strike. YouTube, I'm over the age of 18. Please do not give me a false community guideline strike. But the internet connection at my school is a little iffy. So at any point, if it disconnects, I will try to rejoin the stream or start a new one. But welcome back, Jeremy. Hey, cats and Pokemon, how are you doing? Glad you could be on the stream today. I am dual streaming on both TikTok and YouTube today. So if it seems like I'm taking longer than normal to respond to y'all, I do apologize for that. But if you have a question, comment, or concern, if you want to ask me anything, start a conversation, get my opinion on something, I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. But let me read some of the comments on TikTok really quickly. So somebody said, me too, my birthday's on the 30th. Nice, congratulations. Well, congratulations. I mean, you should be congratulated for your birthday, right? But happy early birthday. So December 30th, after Christmas. Wow, okay. What's that like, having a birthday after Christmas? You even have training through this month. Oh, the Army. Oh, okay. Hey, even though I'm sure Army training is going to be, tiring, at least I would imagine you're getting an exercise and a workout in, right? So it can't be too bad, right? It's motivating you to be healthy. Hey, Dream, glad you could be here. Please do more TikTok live streams. It's easier to access us for these. Okay. So yeah, since that's requested, I'll definitely try to do more TikTok live streams. I'll definitely try to live stream it when I'm live streaming YouTube too, just so it can fit into my schedule for sure. But we'll definitely implement that. But for everyone on, would love to know, how's your day going today? What are your plans? Okay, what are we saying? Could you do a video on study tips and multitasking? For sure. So study tips and time management. I could do that, multitasking. If you are eager for a video on study tips and multitasking sooner rather than later, I would recommend that you go to my YouTube homepage at Uniquely Mia, click playlist, and watch my graduate school / college playlist videos. But for the people on TikTok, I can film a video for y'all for sure with some advice on studying and multitasking for sure. But welcome everybody to the live stream. How's your day going today? As you guys may have seen from looking at the videos that I've been posting, YouTube Shorts was on Saturday, so really fun. On my birthday, I got to go home, so thank God for that. That was really fun. And I spent it with Stu. I spent it with Queen Mother, also known as Uniquely Mom. She's my mom. That's her stage name. Spent it with G. I spent it with Jay, and it was really cool. And we got a lot of content, so all the content is not posted yet, guys. So there's gonna be more. There's going to be more birthday videos dropping. So I just want to put that disclaimer in there if you feel like, why are you dropping so many videos about this one thing, Uniquely Mia? Because your birthday only comes once a year. I have to wait a whole year again, and I got a lot of videos for y'all. But good news is my full nutritional YouTube video about my birthday adventure, I edited it today, so I need to get it uploaded. Queen Mother needs to review it, so that video can be released to y'all as early as tomorrow evening, most likely. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely something to look forward to. But Jeremy, cats and Pokemon, Dream, everyone on the stream, I would love to know, what did your weekend look like? Did you guys have a good weekend? What are you guys doing today? I would love to know if you're willing to share. Okay, read that comment. Have a great day as well. Okay. You're about to do some chores. Love your videos. Bye. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that you love the videos, enjoy the content. It's my pleasure making it. And have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts or TikTok Shorts. Hey, Love Positive. How are you doing? Hey, Josh. Glad you could be here. How's your day going? Positive and Josh. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and I show you what my life is like. I have education videos, fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, travel videos, and a lot more. Glad you're doing good today, Josh. Thank you, Love Positive. Glad you liked the gold dress. My mom, when she showed me the gold dress that I'm referring to as my birthday dress, when my mom showed me the gold dress, I looked at it and I was like, okay, it's a cool dress, but like, I didn't really want to wear it because if there's anything about, if there's one thing you should know about Uniquely Mia is that I want to describe my fashion as conservative. I want to describe it as that, but I like to be covered up when I can. So when I saw how much shoulder would be out on the dress, I was a little concerned about it. But then when I tried it on, I was like, oh, it's not too bad. So shout out to Queen Mother. She did a really good job with that dress for sure. And then the shoes were really pretty. It had like pearl detailing on it, but it was really uncomfortable, but it was really, really pretty. And then her hairstyle was definitely unique, really cool. I did like the hairstyle. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. I'm very sorry, but better late than never. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Robert. And no apology needed at all. I really do appreciate your birthday well wishes. Thank you so much. How old am I? I'm still sending y'all on that scavenger hunt to figure out my age. I'm not going to explicitly tell it to y'all. It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. I'll give y'all a hint, all right? Particularly for the people on YouTube. So if you're on TikTok and you want to know my age, you're going to have to go to my YouTube channel because that's where the hint is, right? Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, but instead of Washington, D.C., watch birthday playlist videos. If you watch that, my mom, like, there was a big surprise. My mom live streamed the surprise. The answer is literally right in front of y'all. So yeah, happy hunting, and hopefully y'all enjoy the video. And why do I do that? I like to install some critical thinking skills on my supporters, right? Because I feel like I'm big on education, and I feel like in our daily lives, we don't have a lot of opportunity to engage in critical thinking, right? Just because it's not to say that because we can't, but because there's no reason to. Everything in society, not everything, but 9 times out of 10, if we go to the mall, if we go to a restaurant, if you're talking with a coworker, right? If you're not in the field of academia 9 times out of 10, or if you don't work in a job that's like research heavy or like any research savvy job, there's no reason for you to critically analyze or critical think about different things, right? On my channel, I do want my videos to be entertaining, but I also want to make it a little educational for y'all. So that's why I send you guys on the scavenger hunt. Hey, Sean, how are you doing today? Hey, Vernon, how are you doing today? Yes, we are back at school, Vernon, for a little bit. We're not at school for too long, right? But I still have like some last minute assignments that I need to complete, and I need to graduate, right? So we're back at school just to graduate, honestly. But thank you everybody who has purchased gifts. Really appreciate y'all, the individuals who purchased gifts on TikTok, the individuals who purchased gifts YouTube. I really do appreciate you guys and your donation to the channel. And thank you to the people who have not purchased gifts. Thank you guys for being here and spending time on the Uniquely Mia channel, because you're never getting this time back, and y'all decided to spend it here. Hey, Gary, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I'm also dual streaming, guys, on YouTube. So if there's a delay in me responding to y'all, I do apologize, but feel free to still type your questions, your comments, and I will definitely answer you guys. So let me go over to TikTok and read some of these comments. Dream asks, was this hair session better than the last? Oh, thank you, Nun, for sending a rose. I just saw it. Oh, they doubled it by 1. So shout out to you, Nun, for donating to the Uniquely Mia channel. You're helping me get one step closer to pay my student loan debt. I really appreciate you. Yeah, for sure. My hair session was definitely when my mom did my hair. This hair session was definitely better than South America guy in a hair session that I had most recently, guys. Like I said, no hate to that guy in a hairdresser. If you want some fat, stiff braids, as I said in the video, go to that hairdresser in Guyana. That's just not what I wanted. I literally just quoted myself, but it's true. So this to me is 10 times better than what the hairdresser in Guyana did the last time I was there, for sure. Not even a question with that. Hey Emma, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey Sarah, I'm from the United States. Where are you from? Good day, Cherry. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Okay, what are we saying? Okay, Robert. So yeah, if you figure out my age, I mean, I think you're gonna figure it out. But if you want to like let me know that you figured out my age, you could just like leave the name of a movie or a song that was like released during that year in the comments. Okay, what are we saying? No, Sean, I have not found the radio. I promise you, I'm still on the hunt for the radio, Sean. All right. Anytime I go into like an electronics store or any store that looks like they sell a radio, I'm on the hunt to finding that radio. But I think I need to go to a thrift shop, like a Goodwill. But I haven't been in a Goodwill in so long. So there's Goodwills nearby. So maybe when I see my mom when she comes for my graduation, maybe we could go to a Goodwill to see if I find one. But all things considered, welcome back, Sean. Glad you're able to tune back in. How was your day? Rudy, how's your day going? Yes, my birthday was really, really awesome, really cool. So don't worry, I recorded some content, full nutritional YouTube video content. That video will be out sometimes this week, and there's the live stream, so you can always go back and watch the live stream to get caught up on anything that was missed. It was very, very enjoyable. Shout out to my family for that. Vernon said, I really enjoyed seeing what your birthday live stream's nice. You have a beautiful family. Can y'all adopt me? Thank you so much for your kind words, Vernon. And you don't need to be adopted. You know why we don't need to adopt you? Because the Uniquely Mia supporters, you are our extended family, as Queen Mother would always say, right? So that's why we live stream the fun adventures too, right? Because like I enjoy live streaming, and I know it's really cool to show y'all what we're doing in real time. So it doesn't need to make you feel sad. And as I always say, Vernon, if you were watching, if you were watching the massage where my family and I went to Carmine's, or if you were watching the live stream where I got a massage, right? Or if you were just watching a live stream where my mom was gambling on the machines, don't feel jealous in any way. I don't think you feel jealous, but I'm just trying to phrase an example. Don't feel sad that like you missed out on the adventure, right? Instead, be inspired. We showed you what to do. So now you can plan your next trip to go to Atlantic City one day, right? If it's going to take you a year, if it's going to take you 5 years to get there, you can manifest that you want to go there. And now because of live streams, you have an idea on what to do, all right? So don't feel sad, Vernon. You're going to be able to get there if that is something that you want to achieve. I'm fairly confident for sure. Hey, Robert, you're gorgeous as well. How are you doing? Sean said, yay, thank you. Can you please make sure it has a dial? Okay, I'll add that out. I'll write that down because I do have written down look for radios on my phone, but I don't have look for the dial radio. Oh, okay. Hey V, welcome back. How are you doing, V? Why is my hair white? It's because my mom, she added like curls. It's like bohemian goddess vibe she was going for. I normally get black hair, so we were channeling inner Beyonce. Shout out to the YouTube supporters because it was y'all. Remember, my mom did a poll, so you guys voted to do the Beyonce hairstyle. Hey Lee, how are you doing? Oh, it's Dora Mom, man. I do remember you. Welcome. How are you doing? Hey, Sarah, welcome from Guyana. What's the weather like in Guyana today? Okay, what are we saying? Can you follow me? Yeah, for sure. What's your, do I follow you? How do I follow you on TikTok? I mean, on the live stream, while I'm live streaming. Leave a comment in one of my TikTok videos. You follow me first, and then I'll be more than happy to follow you. We can definitely support each other. And guys, if I feel tired or if I look tired, right? I woke up at 3 a.m. I came back to school today. I take the first flight out because it's the most affordable. So I've been awake since 3 a.m. and it is currently 4:17 p.m. I could not sleep on the plane. I was on the plane. Why did I do this? I was on the plane and I was on and it was like a 2-seater plane. Why was somebody man-spreading? Like, you know what man-spreading is? Like, I was sitting down, and you know in the armor, you put the armrest down? The guy was too big. The armrest couldn't even go down, right? And I'm not saying big like that's bad, but he was too big, the armrest couldn't go down. And then his leg was underneath my seat, like my space a little bit. And then I could text my mom on the plane, right? I didn't know I could text my mom on the plane, but I was texting my mom on the plane. And she was like, why don't you move? Is there an empty seat? And I was like, yeah, there's an empty seat. So she was like, why don't you move to the empty seat? And then I was like, I can't move because there's a family there. There was literally like little babies, like little toddler babies there. So, and the family just kept moving around. So I had to sit there. Why did they do that? But I don't know. I just had to update you on that. That was really crazy to me. But what are you saying? Hey, Jaden, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for the love, Sean. I really appreciate your support. What are you saying? Vernon said, yeah, it took like 2 days to complete. What took 2 days to complete? Oh, yeah, like the birthday adventure. Yeah, for sure. Oh, my hair. I had to remember. Yeah, my hair. It definitely took like 2 days to complete, as Vernon said. Because my mom, she tends to start my hair a little late, and then she likes to do it small because, like, this is my birthday hairstyle. So it's like graduation hairstyle, right? So she wanted to make it perfect for sure. Sean said, I'm sad I missed you wearing the dress the other night. What dress? Oh, my birthday dress? Well, you can always rewatch it. So no, you didn't. Like, I did an outfit video. We live stream it. So you did not miss me wearing the dress. Hey, Drake, how are you doing? Mia's actually a baddie, though. Thank you so much. But as I said, I would say Bianca's a baddie, but I know it's a compliment, so I will take it as a compliment. Really appreciate your kind words, Drake. But no, my mom, did you see Queen Mother in that pink dress? Did you see Queen Mother in that pink dress, though? That dress was really, really, really pretty on her. Like, really. Okay, let me read some comments on TikTok. I'm also dual streaming today, so I'm trying to respond to everybody on both streams. Somebody asks, hey, Melly, how are you doing? Melly said, why your hair was like that in your video. It didn't go. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what those other words mean much, but fit, honestly. Okay. My hair was like that in the video because that's how Queen Mother, also known as my mom, styled my hair, right? So thank you for sharing that you didn't like the hairstyle. It's not for everyone, honestly, but that's what makes me uniquely Mia, right? We like different things in general, and I'm unique, so I'm gonna often do something that's very out there, but I like it, but it's not for everybody. Am I on YouTube too? Yes, Lee. Yes, Dormoppin. I am also streaming on YouTube as well. How's your Christmas going, Mia? It's not Christmas yet. I mean, it's December, so, but I'm still at school. In my household, at least, I can't say my house, but at least in we're in the house that I stay in, where I live, right, Mom? It doesn't really get Christmassy until I go home because I'm the person who decorates for Christmas and I've mostly been at school. And when I have gone home in December, it was literally just for my birthday, right? So after I graduate, when I go home, I'm going to like be decorating for Christmas. I got this. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. All the time we go. Do, 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 do. Hey, jingle bell. Okay, we're not going to sing. But I got a Christmas tree. So we will be decorating my room with a Christmas tree. Thank you, Nun, again, for sending a gift, sending you jazz hands. I really, really do appreciate your donation. And then, low-key, I went into Dollar Tree yesterday with Bianca. I was like, ooh, let me see the price of, like, potential Christmas decorations. I buy that. I'm not buying those stuff. It was like, it wasn't that it was ridiculously expensive. It was just, it didn't look good, right? It didn't look good. So the most I'll buy is probably wrapping paper. And last year I bought like Christmas bedding to decorate like my bed. So I'll do that for Christmas and the Christmas tree. That's me decorating for Christmas at home, honestly. What are we saying? Vernon said, little kids on the plane. Oh boy, no, yeah. They like... luckily they didn't cry much. Like a baby screamed for like 2 seconds, and then there was a toddler, and the toddler was saying mommy like 10 times. Like literally was like, mommy, 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 I don't like the cream cheese. Mom, where's the cream cheese? Mom, like literally, that's what the kid was like. But it's totally understandable. I mean, I guess, right? But luckily it wasn't too bad. Drake said, I don't mind kids on the plane until they start crying, kicking and screaming. Same. No, yes, because like I'm trapped in a metal tube. I don't want to hear. You'll give me a headache, and it's real. So yeah, but luckily it wasn't like that. Thank you. Glad you like my hair, Cece. Really appreciate it. Thank you, None, again for sending a rose. I really appreciate it. You're moving to Korea in the summer. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Very awesome. You'll have those 7-Elevens, the fashion in Korea. No, that's amazing. Have a great time. That sounds super duper cool. Glad you could stop in and say hi, Jaden. Glad you could be here. What are we saying? Vernon said, yes, I was calling her Queen Wifey. Okay. Hey, how are you doing? Am I unique? Okay, Lamia. like you because you smile in every direct. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really it. Drake said all three of y'all are baddies. Thank you so much for your kind words, Jake. We really appreciate it. But how's your day going, everyone? Let me know. Sean said, when you find a radio, can you scan through the radio stations? The whole stream. Yeah, that's the main reason why when I get the radio, that's what I would use it for, because I know it was requested for y'all. And when you guys make requests as supporters, if I'm able and comfortable to do a video such as that or about that topic, best believe I'm going to do it. So like on TikTok, one of the supporters just requested that I make a study video and multitasking. So if you're a YouTube supporter, you know I already made a video like that for y'all. So this is a video that I'll be doing on TikTok, but I'll post it for y'all as well via YouTube Shorts. So yeah, so for sure, Sean, when I get the radio, when I finally find it, I will definitely do the live stream about the radio. Do I snore when I sleep? I don't know. I honestly don't know, guys. Okay, what are you saying? Fernan said, I've always looked at Mia as my imaginary niece, so I never realized how beautiful she was. Thank you so much for your kind words, Vernon. Really appreciate it. V said, do I prefer night or daily? Like night or day streams? I prefer day streams because in the night, I get really tired, right? Which is surprising because like over the weekend for my birthday, guys, what happened was literally on my, and you'll see it in the Fully Nutritional YouTube video, but like we got to our like the Atlantic City literally at 1 a.m. and I thought we were gonna go to sleep. My mom was like, nope, we ain't going to sleep. We came here for your birthday, because we only had like one full day there, right? So she's like, we came here for your birthday. We're not sleeping. So Bianca, my mom, and myself, we were outside at like 1:30 a.m. until like 3 a.m. Literally, that was the latest I've ever been up, 3 a.m. And I was tired, right? But then the next day, on my official birthday on Saturday, did not go to sleep until like 12 a.m. So, but I felt tired, but I didn't, right? So I say this to say the more often you stay up, the easier it is to stay up late, if that makes sense. Now, am I saying that I want to stay up late forever now? No. I'll only do that on vacation. I can only force myself to stay up late on vacation because I know the vacation is going to end and you don't want the vacation to end. So that's why you stay up late on vacation. But I say all that to say, V, nighttime live streams, you guys can tell I'm much more tired for nighttime live streams. So for daytime live streams, I'm much more lively. I can be more energized, and etc. But hey, Alicia, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Alicia asks, have you ever done any other hairstyles other than braids? It seems to be your favorite hairstyles. No, great question. Honestly, if we're looking at extensions, no. Like I've blown out my natural hair before. Like I've gone to the Dominicans and I've had them blow out my hair, but y'all have never seen that because that's when I was in high school and I didn't make content in high school. I didn't have a TikTok. I don't think TikTok existed. I didn't have a YouTube channel where I posted. So y'all have never seen me with like my hair like straight blown out. When I look at extensions or protective hairstyles, it's more often going to be braids that I'm adding to my hair. Why? Because I don't know. I just like braids. If you know anything about Uniquely Via, I like doing my hair, but I don't. I just don't because it's like, it just takes so long and sometimes it's painful. I feel like I'm very tender-headed sometimes. That's why I like my mom doing my hair most of the time, or all the time, right? Because she's not rough in my head. So with protective hairstyles, braids, I'm able to keep the hairstyle in for like a few months. And yeah, like extensions, the straight ones, it just doesn't call to me. You know, like when hairstyles call to you, that doesn't call to me. Hey, how are you doing, Iron Man? Shout out to you, Iron Man. You were like one of the best Marvel characters outside of Black Panther. But like after Black Panther, you were great. You were great, Iron Man. You were great for sure. Okay, Drake said, I feel like I've been here so long. I've seen a few birthday fits in hairstyle. Nice. Shout out to you for that support. Sending everyone hearts, sending hearts. And mom never misses. I like the bulky. Oh, yes, that was so nice. I did love that hairstyle. Drake said they like the bulky hairstyle with the gold bands. That's your favorite. No, that's my favorite too. And if TikTok, if you're confused, and some YouTube supporters, if anyone is confused what hairstyle Drake is referring to, for TikTok, you would have to scroll a super duper long time in my videos. So that's why it's recommended that you go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. videos. But I really did like that hairstyle. I feel like my mom, she'll definitely do it over again, but maybe in a different color. The thing about my mom when she does my hair, especially since I have gotten into streaming a lot and like just making content in general, she doesn't like me repeating hairstyles, right? So if one thing that you'll notice with my mom, sometimes she'll do a similar hairstyle, but it's in a different color or it's in a different font. So it might be a while before we see that hairstyle again, Drake. But that was definitely my favorite for sure. That was my favorite. Hey, what's your name? Hey, how are you doing, Ansbury? Glad you could be here. Hey, Love Positive. What's the best part about my birthday? That I got to spend it with my mom and my other family members. That was fun. Well, my mom. But no, okay, if I'm okay. I feel like that's my default answer. Let me critically analyze and think. Okay, what was the best part of my birthday? It was really awesome. It's really hard to choose what was the best part, right? That's like asking me to choose my favorite vacation. I'm always grateful anytime I'm able to go on vacation. So I'm grateful for my birthday adventure in general, right? Because I didn't know. I thought I would be at school my birthday. But I guess I thought it was really cool that my sister decorated the room, right? That was unexpected. I don't know if that was the best part. That's a lie. The best part was the massage. I'm fronting with y'all. The best part was the massage. I love that massage so much. Like, if you are a returning supporter of mine, you guys know that I always complain about my back hurting, right? My back is always hurting because like I'm a student. My job that I have, my professional job, it's on my computer too as well, right? So I'm sitting down most of the time. And unfortunately, I'm slouching a lot too. I try not to, but it's just natural. And when that woman was doing my massage yesterday, she literally asked me, she was like on my upper back where I have the tension. I didn't tell her. This is how I knew she was a good masseuse therapist or whatever she was, because I didn't even tell her that like I had knots in my upper back hurting, but like she was paying, like she spent a while on my upper back. And then she asked me, she was like, you work on your computer a lot? I'm like, yeah, like, okay, great. And then when I tell you, like, she just took everything out. That was so great. So great. So now, when I complain to my mom that I need a massage, I need to go on Groupon and get a massage. Because I would complain to my mom in the past, and she would be like, oh, worry, it's fine, just stretch. I'm like, I'm stretching. It's not helping. I need a massage. And I would tell her that. But she wouldn't listen. So now they showed me I really do need those massages. But so that was the best part by far, that massage. But it was really cool. Bianca also decorated the room for me for my birthday. I want to show you it, but like she showed my age explicitly to y'all. A clip of it is in my video, right? That I'm gonna post for y'all. But she decorate, like, you know, when you go on Instagram, you guys know when you see like those people who pay thousands of dollars and they have like the balloons and they have like the banner and everything. My mom said Bianca chose to decorate the room like that, so that was very nice, and that was definitely unexpected. So that was really cool. But what are we saying? What time is it? It is 4:31 p.m. where I'm at. Why is Mia excitedly happy? I feel like I try to be a happy person in general, honestly. It can be very hard sometimes, right? But like, at least on my channel, I can always promise my supporters anytime I live stream for y'all or anytime I post a full nutritional YouTube video, I'm going to be an upbeat person, right? I'm going to be upbeat because I want you guys to think about my channel like a way, no matter what's happening in your life, watch my content so you could disassociate. Whether it's going to make you laugh, whether it's going to make you smile, whether it's going to make you question something, right, or ask a question, it's making you not think about what's stressing you out, right? So with that, I try to, and my course like promote positivity on my channel. So with that, you're going to be a happy person in general. Drake said, I'm back at school, but I'm leaving for Christmas break in a week. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, nice. So yeah, Christmas break definitely needs to come for sure. Like, I'm not too bummed out that I'm back at school. Like, obviously I don't want to be here. I had to come back because my ticket was non-refundable. I tried to see if I could change my ticket, but I'm like, I would have lost money, so I was not gonna do that. But so yeah, but like, I guess what's keeping me not too bummed out about it is because I know I'm graduating. So I graduate, I'll have like a break, and I'll be home with my mom and my other family members, particularly my mom, for a long time. So that's not too long, but it's long for me when I've been in higher education for 5 years living on campus. It's a good amount of time I'm gonna be happy with for sure. So that's what's keeping me not bummed out about being back at school. And I know like it's not that long. I see my mom literally very soon. So yeah. Girl, why did you go clubbing like that? Like what? You don't like my dancing? Okay, let me be honest with y'all. I'm thirsty. Okay, let me be honest with y'all, guys. I was nervous. I was really nervous dancing, right? At least the start of it, I was kind of nervous. But the more I went on, the more I loosened up. And if you just watch my TikTok video, unfortunately, you won't see me that I loosened up because I did live stream it. Like, the whole thing was live stream on YouTube, guys. That's what I'm telling you. Like, so yeah, it was live stream on YouTube, and I loosened up a lot more. But like, that was my first time being there, right? That was the first time I was in that environment, and it's easy. I feel like it's easier for me to dance like in front of the camera because like nobody's around me. I just record myself, literally put you guys on the tripod, and I'm recording a video I can add music on later. But when I was around those people to the start, and I don't like the music. Like, I like pop music. My music is very weird sometimes. I like pop. I like good music, and they were playing good music, but it wasn't the best. So yeah. Claudia, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Yes, we are back at school, so this is my school background with the tapestry and everything. Thank you, Sean, for the love. How far, Mia, how far you have school from home? Are you asking how far my school is from my house? It's not too far. Not too far. But to see my mom is far enough where I can't go every weekend, but it's not that far. Hey, Shorts, glad you can hear. It's about 3,000 miles. So I guess if you take the plane, it's not too far, right? Because the plane is like not too bad, but can't go home every weekend. I mean, I could if I buy airline tickets in advance. Get like $50 tickets, but that's too far in advance. Okay, what are we saying? Sean said, Mia, okay, I just can't calm down. I really love you. Okay, you. You want to see the point of view on YouTube? What point of view? Hey, Glenn, welcome. Drake said, feet gross you out. I couldn't watch that lady going between her toes. I apologize for that, Drake. I was not recording much. I do apologize for that. And rub your feet. I could never be a masseuse. No, that's one thing. While she was giving me this massage, that's one thing I was concerned about because the woman, because literally as soon as she finished with me, she went and massaged somebody else's feet and back. So I'm like, your hands, there's no rest for it. God, you had fun. Thank you so much for your well wishes. You hate school tour. It's okay. I mean, yeah, it's okay to dislike school, right? Because it gives you anxiety. But at the same time, try to always do your best in school, right? And put your 100% on it, right? So even though you hate school, it's something that you have to do, right? In a society to be successful, right? And just to further your knowledge in general. So just look at it and say, hey, you have no choice. You might as well try your best anyway, right? None asks, what degrees will you have to graduate? I'm getting my master's in criminal justice and public administration, and that's going to be added on to my Bachelor of Science in psychology and minor in professional writing. Are you looking to date anyone? I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. Sorry, somebody sent me a text, so I was trying to read that. What are we saying? Welcome, Shorts. Glad you could be here. Hey, I'm from the United States. From which country in Africa are you originally? Transatlantic slave trade, I have no idea. Yeah, because of the transatlantic slave trade, I have no idea where my ancestors are from. But I'm from the United States. Have you watched K-pop? I've seen K-pop Demon Hunters. We're going up is our moment. You guys did not ask for karaoke. I do apologize. V said, look at these glasses. They are beautiful. Oh, you like my glasses? Thank you. Voice, and also with the soccer team, do you support? Which soccer team are you asking if I support? Okay. Do you prefer TikTok or YouTube? I only have to choose one. I like both. I like both for sure. Both has its own unique qualities, right? So yeah. Not me straightening my back right now. No, like for real, Claudia. It's like when somebody mentions perfect posture, you really want to try to maintain that perfect posture. When are you coming back to Guyana? When I come back to Guyana, you'll definitely people on social media will definitely know for sure. But I'll be coming back to Guyana in the future. All right, in the future, Uniquely Mia will be in Guyana, and when I'm there, I'm gonna need some hair recommendations, hairdressers to recommend. So have that in the back of your head to recommend to me. What are we saying? You're beautiful as well. You're beautiful as well, Mariah. Thank you so much. What's your name, Miriam? Thank you so much. I love seeing you have fun. Thank Thank you for your kind words, Vernon. Yeah, anytime I'm home with my family, I definitely have fun. For sure, it's a fun time. Can I see your rings? Yeah, these are my rings. So Uniquely Mia does love a ring stack. So this ring, my mom got it for me when I graduate. Not my no, my mom got it for me for my birthday. I turned a certain age and she got this ring for me. This ring I got it custom made in South America, Guyana. I think like 2 summers ago, my mom had it made for me. This ring, when I graduated from university, this was a college like class ring for my mom. So the only way y'all can get this ring is like if you go through higher education. I mean, you could get it outside of it, but it's not gonna be worth anything to y'all, right? So I got this ring because I graduated from university. This ring, my mom sent it to me. It's oxen. The black stone essentially represents positivity. It's supposed to like have those positive vibes or just be a reminder to y'all to like anytime you look at it, or at least for me, for that. I got this ring when I graduated from high school. So this is my high school graduation ring. Soon to be master's, MPA, MSCJ. Oh, it's oxen, yeah. So this ring, I got this ring when I graduated. Well, I didn't graduate yet, but like my mom sends me gifts in advance. So this is what this ring is for. And this ring, I went to Philadelphia. And if you haven't seen my Philadelphia video, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Philadelphia video. So yeah, that's my ring stack. Somebody said, hey, Amid. Amid said, I'm Guyanese, but I travel to the USA occasionally. Okay, very nice, very nice. Which state do you like, have you traveled to? Which states have you traveled to? Alicia said, you remind me of my cuz, LOL, everything at university she wants to do. Okay, very cool, very cool. How do you stay revised and not become distracted? Oh, are you asking me how I stay like focused on my work or my content without becoming distracted? When it comes to my schoolwork, I live by my syllabus. I like to say my syllabus is my Bible when I'm at school. So, and it comes to a point, like I'm in higher education, so that means I've gone through K through 12. At least in America, K through 12 was free, right? It's free for me. But when I entered university and graduate school, I realized I'm paying to be here. I'm paying to be here. So if I fail a class, I'm losing money and it's more time I gotta be here. If I don't attend class, I'm losing money and it's more time that I gotta be here, right? And I don't want to be somewhere longer than I have to. I rather leave it early, which is why I graduated undergrad early. I rather leave the place early, so I'm paying to be here. So I feel like when it comes to my academics, to answer your question, who asked that question? Yeah. Can I call you Ree? Can I call you R? That's how I approach it, right? I just say, hey, I'm here. I don't want to be here longer have to be here, so I try not to be distracted, and I like to allocate my time. I wake up around 6 a.m., 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every morning, so I like to say, okay, from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., I'm doing schoolwork straight. After that, I take a 2-hour break. Like every day, I take a 2-hour break. I can spend that time however I want, right? If I want to watch a movie, if I want to read a book, if I want to take a nap, I can do that. And then when it comes to my live stream, this is why I have a live streaming schedule. This is why I live stream Mondays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is why, at least on YouTube, I follow that schedule religiously. I built my content creation into like my life in general. So that's how I try not to become distracted or forget to stream. I will on stream. Sometimes I guess I become a little bit distracted when I respond to everyone's comments, because I try to pull in different things that I've learned or things that I remember. And I have evening classes as a graduate student. My classes are in the evening time, like literally 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. 3-hour classes, guys. It's in the nighttime, so it all fits into my schedule very perfectly, you can say. So let me respond to some of YouTube's comments before I come back over to TikTok. The lady was slapping people's feet. No, yes, she was, Vernon, for sure. But she did something with my neck in the massage. I don't know what it was, but she took her fingers and she did that. You can't even say I'm doing, but she did that, and then she went in my scalp. It felt so good. I don't know, but definitely was really good. Hey, Evan, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Claudia asks, do you have a roommate or do you get the dorm to yourself? So yeah, I have roommates as well. The way my dorm room is structured, it's like an apartment. So everyone has their own room, their own bathroom, and we have a common area / kitchen that we share. And Claudia, I did do a dorm tour. So if you want to see what my room looks like the full tour of it, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and I think a playlist is either labeled as graduate school / dorm tour, or if it's not, check out my college / grad school playlist. It's in one of those, the dorm tour rooms in my videos. Oh, you had Tim Hortons. Do you like it? Okay, you said it was nice. What type of donuts did you have? I didn't know they had Tim Hortons in Europe. Very cool, very cool. Hey, Clinton. V said you're 28 or 18. Okay. Brennan to 28 is crazy. What is Tim Hortons? Oh, it's donuts, Drake. I did a review on Tim Hortons. So if you want to see that review, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Canada videos, Niagara Fall videos. You want to kiss me? No, thank you. Thank you for the offer, but no, thank you. No, thank you. You can definitely be a supporter of mine and engage with the content and enjoy it. I got education videos for y'all, fashion videos, birthday videos, travel videos, and a lot more. Don't say what university you're staying. I haven't decided if I'm going to disclose the name of my university when I graduate, but at the current time, I don't say what school I go to just for safety reasons. Okay, Drake said, LMAO uniquely. I just realized could be seen that way. Oh, you need LY Mia. Oh, that's what. Now that you pointed that out, Drake, I just realized I thought people was creating a completely different name for me, but I just realized they're taking out the LY from uniquely and they're putting it in front of Mia instead of leaving it. Oh, I just realized that. Okay, cool. Claudia said, I tuned in on your B-Day stream and the DJ had a good playlist. The girl. Yeah, that girl was poison. Like the songs were good. Like the songs were definitely good. It was just like not songs that I traditionally listen to. So when I had to dance to it, it was just like took me a while to get into the motions of it. So let me go to TikTok and respond to some of these comments. Why are you married to your degrees? Because I want to. Yeah. Because I decided that I'm gonna marry my degrees. That's why. And because like I feel like it's I don't want to say it's a better relationship than a human relationship, right? If you're married to a human, right? But the benefit of being married to your degrees is that you'll do the work for the degrees, you'll get the degrees, the degrees will be in your name, and you never have to worry about the degrees being taken away from you, right? And yes, the degrees give you stress. I guess like similar to if you were to marry a human, that person would give you stress, right? But you're volunteering for that stress. I feel like if people marry a human, you're not really volunteering for stress. If you knew you were going to marry this human and they were going to stress you out, why would you do that? That doesn't really make sense, right? At least you go volunteer. You're going in to a situation with a full like mind on knowing what you're committing to, right? Okay, let me go back to these comments, see what y'all saying. Okay, read that. What's your question? I do apologize, Tella. Sorry about that. I'm getting used to the TikTok. Oh, okay, I see your question. I'm getting used to the TikTok landscape of the comments. But I see your question. You asked, where do you find your fashion inspo from? Social media. Social media is a big one. I watch a lot of, I guess, fashion. I don't know. What is it? Fashion creators on social media. So fast fashion sometimes, not all the time. But my mom, honestly, I say social media, but it's my mom because I don't want to say the first place where I shop, but the first place where I shop for new clothes is my mom's closet. So I'll go to my mom's closet or I'll be like folding up her clothes or putting her clothes away for her. And I'm like, ooh, that look like it could fit me. Let me take that. And I'll wear it. I'm like, ooh, this is actually pretty nice, right? So I feel like, yeah, social media and my mom. I like to say my mom's my personal stylist, but she has a really good style choice, right? So, yeah. And I feel like and I feel like just me in general, like if I go to the store and something is like laid out very nice on the mannequin, I like it. For the most part, I like sweatsuits. They're very comfy, hence why I'm wearing one now. I really like maxi skirts, skirts that go all the way down. Love a good maxi skirt. Baggy jeans. Me and baggy jeans are like this. Like, give me a good pair of baggy jeans, particularly ones that have like diamonds on it or a lot of colors. Thank you. Vernon said Mia's cheating on us with TikTok. No, not that again. Not that again. No, I'm not. Okay. We're just sharing the positivity, Vernon, and everyone else on TikTok, on YouTube, right? Remember, as I said, what is one of the catchphrases of the Uniquely Mia channel? We're trying to make the world a little more positive, right? First, we're starting to create a positive environment on social media, and then we'll bring that positivity out into the real world, right? So, Vernon, what I am saying, I'm not cheating on YouTube with TikTok. I'm just bringing the positivity of the Uniquely Mia channel out into the real world a little more by streaming on TikTok as well. And don't worry, because as I said, guys, people on TikTok, it is more feasible and easier for me to stream on YouTube. So YouTube by default always gets more live streams than TikTok does. At least in this current moment of time, that's just because it's just easier for me to stream on YouTube, right? But I will start to stream as well on TikTok a lot more. And remember, the sun shines all over. To quote Bob Marley, for all the people who like reggae music, when the rain falls, it doesn't fall on one man's house, right? So when Uniquely Mia streams, it doesn't fall on one streaming platform alone. That was kind of bad. I thought it would be a little better, but you guys get the message, right? The rhyming was a little off for me. Okay. Drake said, V, stop mentioning me. Are you obsessed with something? You're doing way too much. Right, okay. Okay, Evan said, Mia, did you enjoy all the celebrations? Yeah, for sure. It was definitely fun. So shout out to God again. Shout out to my family members, right, who planned that, because it was totally unexpected. And I feel like God really wanted me to go home, because when I tell you, I had no plans of going home for my birthday. I was literally planning to just stay in my room. And my mom, like 2 weeks before my birthday, she called me. She was like, look and see if you see an airline ticket to come home. I looked. Why was that one of the most affordable airline tickets that I've bought in a long time, right? So, yeah, shout out to my mom, shout out to my family members. It was really awesome. But, yeah, so fear not, guys. You'll still get more. You're still going to be getting content, because I film, like, a fully nutritional YouTube video for y'all. And, yeah, there's going to be more fun stuff in the future, because I will get content from that. And then we got Queen's mother birthday coming up, right? I feel like put me to shame with the decorations, because she decorated my room really pretty, and I decorate my mom's. Like, I decorate my mom's room for her, but like that put it to shame. So I need to get a little more creative with decorations for my birthday, because I don't like that she did that. I like the decorations, but like it makes my decorations look like nothing compared to what I be doing for my mom. What are you saying? Okay, read that. Do you get inspo from Pinterest or TikTok? I feel like I don't look on Pinterest. It's mostly TikTok for sure. TikTok, YouTube, because I am an avid, like, YouTuber, you can say. Like, I scroll through YouTube shorts for sure. I do enjoy it, so yeah. Okay, you're pretty as well. Thank you so much, Rye, for your kind words. Why don't you go to a hairdresser? Because I don't want to. Yeah, particularly in America. I don't want to go to a hairdresser in America. I don't like how they do my hair, and they overcharge in America, right? In America, to get hair braided, it's like, and okay, I'm gonna say it's an overcharge, but we gotta understand the cost of living compared to like other countries is higher, right? But at the same time, I know an overcharge when I see an overcharge. So like, to get this hairstyle in America, they probably would have easily charged me $200 to like $280. I'm not even lying, right? So that's a lot. And why pay for it if my mom is willing and can do it just as good, if not better, than the hairdresser? That's how I see it. And my mom was willing to pay for my hair, as my supporters saw, right? The YouTube supporters, at least, she was willing to send me to the hairdresser and pay for me to get my hair done. But my mom could save that money, use it however she wants, on herself most likely, or save the money in her own bank account, her own wallet. 2, it's quality time for my mom and myself when she does my hair. And 3, I can get a lot more hairstyles that I want more often, because my mom's willing to do my hair for me. So yeah. Where is this coming from? Oh, I'll check that out after the stream. There's something. The world. Ah. All right. Let's see. I don't want to list out the hairstyle right now, but if you want to see what my hair looks like down, go to my YouTube page and YouTube Shorts and scroll, and I did a video when it was loose down. And I think I have some full nutritional YouTube videos and YouTube Shorts and TikTok Shorts that I'll be posting that you're gonna see when my hair is down. Yes, Doormob Man. I do remember our talks about the apocalypse for sure. It was definitely, that's when I first started getting into streaming. The apocalyptic talks were definitely fun. And if anybody wants me to bring them back, just say the word and I could do it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when I first got into streaming, I would essentially like the same way we have like Saturday streams or Friday streams or Monday streams. For those streams, those were dedicated discussing how we would survive the apocalypse, and we created a whole plan on how we would survive. So if y'all want me to bring it back, just let me know. What are you saying? Hey, country kid, welcome back. How are you doing, country kid? It's been a while since you've been here. You're 82 Drake. Okay, cool. Very awesome. You are still more than welcome. Okay, read that. Mia got slapped. Oh, by the massage woman. Hey, she was releasing the tension in my back. Honestly, so that was the only time it was acceptable for a person to be my back, because it was definitely releasing tension. Drake said we need a Tim Hortons in the USA. I just googled it. Okay, their breakfast was okay. Their breakfast was good. Their donut, it was mid to me. Evan said I had the filled donut. Ooh, nice. What was it filled with? Cream filled, and the second was chocolate. Ooh, the chocolate one sounds really good. Evan said, I think Tim Horton donuts are better than Dunkin' Donuts or that other place. Oh, okay, really? Okay, cool. Drake said, oh, my bad. They have Tim Hortons in the US? Weird. I didn't know that. Oh, I can see how Krispy Kreme is too sweet, but they're classic. Love Krispy Kreme's classic glaze, but I can understand how it's sweet. Shout out to you. Wow, I'm really behind these comments. I need to catch up on YouTube. Shout out to Finley. They sent a gift. Sending jazz hands to Finley. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All income on social media goes in its own separate account, and one day when I pay a portion of my student loan debt, you'll be right there with me. Really appreciate you, Finley, for your donation to the Uniquely Mia channel. How are you doing today, Finley? And everyone else, let me know. So let me get caught up on YouTube really quickly, because I just saw that I'm kind of behind. Okay, let me get caught up. Some people marry this. That's exactly true, right? And my mom told me, like, there's a few celebrities that actually married themselves, right? And that's true. Like, I was on TikTok the other day, and there was this trend where the person was like, girl, buy your own diamond ring. Like, because 9 times out of 10 in society, girls are like, or women, they're like, I want a diamond ring. Like, because as their engagement ring, and they're waiting for a man or as their, or a female, or whoever their significant other is, to buy them that diamond ring. Guys, if one day I want a diamond ring and I have the money to buy that diamond ring, best believe I'm going to buy that diamond ring. And if all my other fingers but this finger is filled, I'm going to put the diamond ring on my hand. Because why? Like, it's all about social constructs and society. Like, look at Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth married England. She married country, and she was queen. So if a queen could do that, why are females in modern society being stigmatized if they don't want to, like, if they want to buy their own ring, right? Or marry themselves. All right, what are we saying? Thank you. Glad you like my hair. Somebody said, I don't like how it looks, to be honest. For your birthday, you should have gone to the hairdresser. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion. One thing I do want to put in as a disclaimer on the Uniquely Mia channel, it's to, like, show how we should communicate just to create a better society, I feel like. Thank you for sharing your opinions. That is so awesome that you shared your opinions, right? Thank you for telling me how you felt about my hair. It's okay that you don't like it. One thing that I will say, we shouldn't say that you should have done this. Why should I have gone to the hairdresser? Because you think I should have gone to the hairdresser? Because that's what you would have done? So, wait, something happened. This TikTok stream is... Okay, we got it. TikTok just came up with a puzzle for me to do. I guess they thought I wasn't on. So let's not phrase things, or let's not say things that is like ordering people around. One, I'm not Ella of Frail, right? I wasn't cursed with the gift of obedience. And two, everyone has their own lived experiences, their own way of living, their own upbringing, which influences why they do things, why they think a certain way, and etc., right? So I've been seeing that a lot in the comments with people saying, oh, I don't like your hair, but you should have done this. You should have done that. No, I shouldn't have. You're conveying your opinion. That's okay. but it's just your opinion at the end of the day, right? So yeah. All right, what are we saying? All right. Birthday hair discussion, come on, look, right? Please don't end the live stream. My iPad is 13% and it's plugged in. I'm trying. My phone is 22%. I promise you it's charging. So we're gonna see. Let's see. I said, who do your hair, girl? It looked good. Thank you. My mom did my hair for me. You want to do it again, Dor? Okay, we can bring that back. So we got requests. There was a request to bring back apocalyptic discussion, so we can do that. All right, zombie discussions. Okay, we can do that for sure. All right, let's see what we are saying. I'm going to for TikTok. I'll do the streaming. I'll follow the streaming schedule as my YouTube channel. So on YouTube, I stream every Mondays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the next time I'll stream, at least for TikTok, is going to be Friday. Yeah. Claudia said Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts are awful. I'd rather go to a small business. They're much better. I've heard that, Claudia. I really have. But, like, I've never, like, been in a situation where they have a small bakery nearby. If that makes sense, to get a donut, right? Hey, Eddie. I'm doing great. How are you doing today? Drake said Krispy Kreme is super sweet. As a kid, I love them. Dunkin' is okay, but so everyone. So Drake says they go to their local Dunkin' shop or donut shop. So I'm gonna have to find a local donut shop and do a review and taste it out because I've never had. Brandon said I don't care. You're Armia. Okay. I've never had an authentic like donut from a donut shop. V said Jelly Bean, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, you changed the song. Bells, Farmin', Jingle Bell. That's a new song. Is that a new one? I've never heard that one before. Evan said, I think Mia will go off and, email me, off and married and forget all about us. Yeah, I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing, Evan, right? So, and that's the thing. If that's the thing, I'm married to these things, but just in general, I know what you're saying. Like, oh, I'll go off and marry human and make them forget about this. That's wrong, in my opinion. That's a wrong marriage. Why would you marry somebody, and why would that person want you to forget about everything else? If that makes sense. That sounds like a toxic relationship in my book, right? That sounds toxic. Nobody should be in that position. So yeah. Drake can't get his nails. Yes, these are my nails. So I do my own manicures. I will be doing a manicure stream, but I can also turn it into like a apocalyptic discussion as well for the people who want to discuss how they would survive the zombie apocalypse. All right, what are we saying? Not to be rude, but it contradicts what you're saying. Okay, but also, why should we listen to you? You shouldn't listen to me. You don't have to. You don't have to, Grace. You really don't. But I remember when I first got into streaming on YouTube, I would like put people in timeout and etc. because they didn't agree with what I said. And they're like, oh, so you censor language on your channel? I'm like, yeah, I censor language. Yes, I do. So I say that to say, Grace, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. You don't have to choose to be positive. You really don't. You could, if you were an individual who left comments that was like in order, you can still do that, right? But at any point in time, if I feel like it becomes to a point where like it's not living up to the community guidelines of Uniquely Mia, I can censor that language, right? So the only thing that I'm here to do on my channel, right, on TikTok, on YouTube, is just to show my life, right? To show my life And with that, because of my supporters who have given me a platform, shout out to TikTok, shout out to YouTube, but shout out to YouTube, they have allowed me to become monetized, right? So they're allowing me to turn content creation, something that's really fun, into like a part-time job. And shout out to you guys on TikTok as well. You guys who have decided to follow me, we're on our way to growing the channel. So one day I will be able to be monetized on TikTok. And one day, hopefully, I'll be able to say it can help me pay off my student loan debt, right? Via TikTok income and YouTube income, right? So I say all this to say, with that, I'm just showing my life. And I'm big on education. As I said, I think hate is free. I think positivity is free, right? So if I see people saying things that's in an orderly tone, or saying things that are just mean or hateful in general, I'm going to try to educate that individual. And I'm going to try to encourage that individual to be kind, right? Because hate is not going to get you anything. Saying opinions that's ordering people or is mean in a way is not going to get you anything, honestly. It's just gonna, if you're a religious person, one day when you get to the gates of heaven, God's gonna ask you, why were you hateful? I hope you have a good answer, right? So that's all I'm doing, honestly. So you don't have to listen. Evan said, as we age, we learn to get comfortable and know what we want out of life. Okay, I can see that for sure. True. Evan, you always say block V. Why? V said, when you are wearing a dress, your hair was messy. Why? Oh, it wasn't messy. It was the curls. So I'm running low on curling cream. I have to get some more curling cream or mousse. So my mom said my hair was dry, so that's why I probably look like that. Brandon said, I don't appreciate V publicizing me as age. They put my age on the chat. I didn't even see that. When her sending people to go do their research is a thing there. I don't even see that. But hey, I don't even know what age they put, honestly. Hey, Jake, but I really appreciate your words. Jake said, V is getting annoying. Jake said, it wasn't messy. It was unique. The hairstyle was right on brand for me. Thank you. Really appreciate your kind words. Hey, Johnson. How are you doing? Thank you again, Finley, for the donation. Really appreciate it. Evan said, I think Tim Horton is what we call grub, the type you eat. Oh, when it's fleece weather. Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, so you want to do the apocalypse talk? Okay, shorts. All right, nice. So Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have that apocalypse talk. Ooh, awesome, Claudia. Claudia said they bought themselves an engagement ring from Walmart for $8, but everyone think it's real. Save that money, and then you could plan a vacation with it. Don't even blame you. I'm not like smart thinking, Claudia. Smart thinking, right? All right, let's say. And you get it, R. You get it. R responded to Grace saying, you don't have to. Her point is people have their opinions and choices. Exactly. You summarized it perfectly. Thank you for that, R. All right. What time Friday? 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, read that. Give me moderator. They have moderators on TikTok. I didn't even know that. I have to do research into TikTok moderators. I don't do moderators on YouTube, but I'm gonna do some research into TikTok and see. Doris said, oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to Korea forever in the summer. Yeah, I do remember. You said it earlier. That's awesome. Are you happy that you're going or not? And I don't think it's forever. I mean, maybe like you can move out one day if you really want to. And remember, guys, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I got fashion videos, Eat With Me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more on the channel. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, and do consider joining the Uniquely Mia community. If you are a TikTok supporter, I highly encourage you, or strongly encourage y'all, to go over to my YouTube channel at Uniquely Mia. The link is in the bio, and subscribe to me there. And if you are a YouTube supporter, if you have TikTok, I know a lot of you, some people don't, but if you do have it and you want to subscribe to Uniquely Mia on TikTok, would really appreciate you helping me on growing the TikTok community. You guys can go to TikTok and type Uniquely Mia, and it's the same exact username that's on YouTube. Same exact spelling, same thing. Sounds like a lot of haters on TikTok, Brandon said. Brandon said. That's what's up, Claudia. Was it too scared was it to scare the dude off from hollering you? Hey Odysseus, glad you could be here. You just joined the stream. What type of stream is it? This is a stream where y'all lead the discussion. I'm just reading the comments and responding to y'all, honestly. Hey Pedro, glad you could be here. You aren't surviving a zombie apocalypse with that hair. It's going to get caught. No, you are so right. A zombie apocalypse, my hair is being cut off. But then again, I always think about, do I even want to try to survive? Like, no shower, no feminine hygiene products. What about food? Like, guys, when I'm at school, I already don't eat. So you're telling me during the zombie apocalypse, when I get to the point where I'm super duper hungry, I can't eat, and I can't eat what I want. So do you even want to survive? Eat the zombies. We're going to get infected. Eat the zombies. You would get infected by eating the zombies. And it's like cannibalism, though. Like, cannibalism. Hey, Gracelyn, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Claudia said, Vernon, not the only reason, but surprisingly, it doesn't stop some men. Wow. I bought it because it's pretty nice. I've heard that, but I don't know. I've heard that people say, like, if you're a female, when you enter the workforce, they said to buy a fake ring and wear it because they said, I don't know, females who have done that said they're treated better when they're perceived as being married in the workplace. I don't know if it's true, right? Let me know if you guys have experienced that. I guess Claudia, I guess you would be probably the best person to answer if you're comfortable doing so, but I don't even know. But I've just heard people say that. But it would make sense because of that are installed in society, right? But I guess people who are married are more responsive, right? But some marriages are blessing, as my mom would say, for sure. So yeah, as long as you're happy, right? Hey, Cats, welcome back. How are you doing? Kat said, hey, Mia, I'm back. Just took a super hot shower because, oh, your stuffy nose. Yeah, everyone's getting sick for sure. But, Cats, I hope you feel better. Feel better, right? Getting sick or anything is not good at all. It's not good. But I can't even ask how you're doing today because you said you have a stuffy nose. But how was your day? All things considered. Did you do anything fun or was it just like a chillaxing day today? Lee said, yeah, I want to go. You're from the UK, so a long flight. You'll be going to America soon. Oh, before you go, awesome. Well, have fun in America. Okay, what are you saying? Lee said, I feel like TikTok is more haters and YouTube is fun and energetic. Okay, cool analogy. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't really see it as hate, honestly. I mean, I don't really see it as hate, but there are some people who say very mean stuff unsolicited, right? As I said, hate is free, kindness is free, but and it's not even on TikTok. It's just like both platforms. It happens sometimes. Like I said, I really appreciate the TikTok supporters, and I really appreciate the YouTube supporters. Both, if you got like on both platforms, both TikTok and YouTube, if somebody has something that they want to say that they don't like or etc., they'll probably say it, right? So just different audience, and it's really cool to see. So each is just unique in its own way. TikTok supporters are unique in its own way. YouTube supporters, y'all are unique in your own way, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like, your support, it really does mean a lot. So yeah. Okay. Hey, Kay, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. It's Friday. Well, somebody on YouTube said something that made me think about the apocalypse, so that's why we pivoted a little bit. But Drake said, why should she go to the salon and pay $800 when her mama can do it, the braids for cheap? That is true. I'm really behind, I just realized. So let me see if I can get caught up and read faster. Oh, you're watching a movie. That reminds me, Evan. You just reminded me. I have to make the poll, so weekend I said that we're gonna start our movie discussion, so I'm going to make a poll and I'll post it tomorrow. So I have to make the movie poll. I don't know if I can make it on YouTube, on TikTok. I'll see if I can make it on TikTok so y'all can participate if y'all want, but let me write it down. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everyone on stream would love to know, but let's see. You find cave diving interesting. I've never cave diving. Wow, would you do it? Kat said, are we talking about the apocalypse? I have an apocalypse question. How long would it take you guys to To eat a dog or a cat. Hey, how are you doing? Beauty B, glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Hey, what's your name? 3277, glad you could be here. If you have a question, comment, or concern, feel free to type it. I'll be more than happy to answer y'all. I'm dual streaming on YouTube and TikTok right now, so if it takes a while for me to respond to y'all, I'm not ignoring you, just going through the comments. And I have fashion videos, travel videos, education videos, and a lot more. And y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So to answer Kat's question, how long would it take me to eat a cat or a dog? I don't even know, man, because it's like, once again, I have to critically think about if I actually want to even survive after. Because, like, do you know how much, like, we would have no showers? It would smell so bad. Smell so bad it would stink, man. It would be so dirty. Like, I don't know, but on the odd chance that I'm persevering, how long would it take me to eat a dog or a cat? I don't want to eat a dog or a cat. I would have to be I would have to be starving. You know, like starving in the apocalypse? And I don't even think in The Walking Dead, I don't even think Rick, Michonne, the whole Walking Dead crew, I don't even think they ever came close to eating a cat or dog. So they were not that starving. But Drake said they're not ready for the apocalypse talk. Yeah, all right. Kat said yesterday, I washed your face. Wait, you watch. Okay, watched. Wait, what? Watch Face Off. Oh, okay. All right, my phone is set. My iPad is 12%. Let's plug in my phone. Let's see how long we can go with this. A minute, guys. What influences my style? My lived experiences, the social media I consume, and like my mom for sure. What do we say? Do you listen to K-pop? Not K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, I probably know like one BTS song and Blackpink. I think I probably know one or two Blackpink songs. Plug us in. You are plugged in. Like the whole time I was streaming on TikTok, Lee, y'all were plugged in. But TikTok, my battery in my eye weird. Like it was plugged in, but it was dying. So yeah. Hello, Forgiveness. How are you doing today, Forgiveness? Hey, LTV. Glad you could be here. Evan said, why do I want there to be a situation where I cannot enforce? Hey, I don't know. Glad you could be here. Brennan said, I used to watch The Walking Dead. I always said I would have wanted to go before it started. Yeah, like, I understand that now. Like, when I was younger and I watched The Walking Dead, I was like, you know what? I feel like I could survive that. Like, low-key, that would be cool. But then, I enrolled in higher education and I lived on campus. And like I said, I'm 3,000 miles away from home. I'm like, I'm never seeing my mom again. Like, I'm literally not. If in a zombie apocalypse, I ain't seeing my mom again. I ain't seeing none of my family members ever again. First off. Two, do I think I could survive? I think I could survive because you know what I'm wearing? I'm wearing all long clothes. I'm wearing like long jeans. I'm wearing long t-shirts. You have to take duct tape and wrap it around. So if a zombie actually does bite your arm or your leg, they're biting the fabric. They're not biting you. So I think I know how to survive, but like Vernon said, do you even want to survive at that point in time, right? Bro, that one braid. Well, one braid. Oh, you guys are talking about my widow's peak. Okay. Lee said, if you have time to listen. Okay, Stray Kids holidays. Okay. I think Stray Kids have been recommended to me multiple times. So I'll write that down and I'll try and check that out. Stray Kids. It has been recommended a lot. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, okay, your name just popped up in this spirit so fast. But welcome everybody. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. And y'all are welcome. So let me know if you have a question. What's happening right now? I'm just going through the chat responding to y'all. I am dual streaming on YouTube and TikTok. I used to do this in the past and then I stopped for a little bit, so I decided to bring it back again today. Evan said, okay, side conversation. Oh, yeah, I do remember that, Evan. You told me Walking Dead is black magic. You did tell me that. Kat said they'd be gone during the first wave. No. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid, honestly. Hey, Odysseus, how are you doing? Vernon said, I don't care for people commented on how a black woman used to wear her hair. Okay, cool. Evan said, OMG Mia, I got so scared I scrolled up and there was this man with a white weird jumpsuit. Whoa. I got so scared I thought it was you. Why'd you think it was me? Why'd you think it was me? Oh, because you're watching mine and you scrolled up? Okay. You told your cousin to follow me. Thank you so much, Dormob, man. I really, really do appreciate it. Yes, I do remember you as well. You were definitely one of my YouTube supporters before I hit 1,000 supporters, right? So I really do appreciate your support. Hey, T, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Thank you so much for sharing out the Uniquely Mia community, right? The more, guys, remember, don't gatekeep the channel. Share the Uniquely Mia community to your friends, to your family members, right? Because the more people who engage with the Uniquely Mia content and live stream is just the more, and just community, live stream videos, etc., is the more people who's going to be welcomed and become knowledgeable about somebody who tries to promote positivity on social media, who can learn something, right? And at its core, if you watch one of my dancing videos, one of my fashion videos, as people love to say, one of my travel videos, it's showing that I'm my authentic self. Like, I'm not caring what people have to say about me. And I think more people need to live like that for sure. Especially like if you're committing a crime, if you want to commit a crime, don't do that. Follow the rules and don't commit a crime. If you commit a crime, you will be caught and persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So don't ever think you would commit a crime and get away with it. Don't do that. But if you have goals and achievements in life where you want something that you want to do that's ethical, that's not going to hurt anybody, do it. Don't care about what society has to say about you. Like, obviously you got to care, but like, do what you want to do. And I think my channel, I do hope it inspires you some way to be your true and authentic self, because you can't make everyone happy. You really can't. The world has millions and millions and millions and millions of people. We're one person in the millions of people of the world. All right? So my channel, my videos, me showing you my life, hopefully that's one of the messages that I'm conveying to y'all, to be your true, positive, and authentic self, right? But I'm glad my live streams are able to help you. And what'd you say? I'm glad that you appreciate my live streams. I really appreciate you as well, Doormob Man, also known as Lee, for tuning into the live streams. I appreciate all my supporters, the people who tune into the live streams, the individuals who watch my videos, the individuals who take time to leave comments, right? I appreciate you guys, and it really, really means a lot that, as I said, you're taking time out of your day to be here, because I know you're real people and y'all don't have to engage with it. So thank you so much. Hey, Angel, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Yeah, Uniquely Mom is doing pretty good. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, what are we saying? Drake said, not gonna lie, it won't take me long to eat a cat or a dog. Really, Drake? Okay. Claudia said, I wouldn't survive an apocalypse. I'd probably die on the first day. Not the first day, man. Really? Vernon said a zombie apocalypse could never happen. The zombies would rot away. Oh, okay. I never even thought about it from that perspective. I don't know why people think it could possibly happen. Okay, Vernon, so what about like the Last of Us zombies? What do you think about those? Do you think something like that could exist? And if you haven't, I know we're not supposed to be having the zombie discussion until Friday, right? But like, you guys are making some good points. So I just plugged in my iPad. So for the Last of Us zombies, do you think that could happen? It's literally fungi that what is it? What's the correct word? Mutated? Evolved. Yeah, it's fungi that evolved to a point where like it's attacking humans. Do you think like that could happen, guys, or no? Okay, guys. So for people on TikTok, I just want to put this big disclaimer in really quickly. I have 6% on my iPad. Y'all are plugged in. But if it dies for any reason, I do apologize for that, the people on TikTok. If you want to see the continuation of the live stream, if this live stream on TikTok dies, you'll have to go to my YouTube channel. The link to my YouTube channel is in the bio. So the people on TikTok, I would encourage y'all, if you want to continue to hear Uniquely in the chat, go to my YouTube homepage, go to my TikTok homepage, click links. A link will take you directly to YouTube, right? But I'll still stream. I'm just saying, in case it dies, my iPad dies, I'll still be streaming on YouTube, but TikTok, my iPad might die on y'all. So yeah, I do apologize for that. I promise y'all that everything was charging like 2 hours before I started streaming, but my iPad, my phone, it charges very slow, and live streams, it tends to pull a lot of juice or battery power from my devices, so that's why my battery died so quickly. So yeah. Lee said, if you could have any pet, Which would it be? Oh, while I was in the apocalypse, a horse. I'll be like Rick Grimes for sure. Like, no car, not gonna make a lot of noise. I'll just be on like horseback, trying to get to the country. And unfortunately, if a horde of zombies comes, I appreciate your sacrifice, horse. I'll survive a little longer. So I say that. But that's what he did. You can't even blame me. I learned from Rick Grimes. You can't even blame guys. Because that's what he did in, like, literally the 3rd episode of The Walking Dead. Not to spoil it. But that's what he did. So you can't blame me for that plan. You really can't. No, I wouldn't eat it. I would give the horse to the horde of zombies so I could get away. The zombies, they want to eat zombies, they want to eat flesh. Flesh that has blood flowing, that's what the zombies want. So they don't care if it's human or what, etc. They really don't care. What are you saying? Hey Trigger, welcome. Happy belated B-Day. Thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate you guys and your well wishes. Thank you so much for that. Vernon said, I know I could survive. Okay, you just wouldn't want to. There's no way I could rebuild normal life. I can see that. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I've watched The Last of Us. I haven't played it. That first episode of The Last of Us, season 1, episode 1, really good. But like, it was so sad. I thought she would survive. Like I don't cry with TV shows, but like I wanted to cry so bad because you're telling me you showed a full backstory about that character. Y'all know what character I'm talking about if you've seen The Last of Us. They showed the full backstory. And you're telling me she didn't make it? Like literally and it's so bad because sometimes when I start TV shows, I start rooting for a character right off the bat. Like as soon as the character come on, I see a character, I'm like, you look pretty cool. Let me root for you. You died. I did not trust the show after that. I didn't see season 2 yet. I didn't see that yet. Well, if there was an apocalypse, would we be able to meet up? I mean, for the zombie apocalypse, remember when I first started the live stream discussion about this, we said we are supporters. You wouldn't be able to meet up, but you would know that you could trust this random person in the imaginative world of a zombie apocalypse because they would have their Uniquely Mia subscription printed out in like their go bag. So yeah, because like you can Uniquely Mia supporters will have the best interests of ourselves like together, right? Remember, we built the community. In the community, there's like a leadership, right? I'm the leadership, but like you can't overthrow me. That's the type of leadership it is. It's not a dictatorship, but like you can't overthrow me. Because too many zombie apocalypse shows, why they always overthrowing the leadership, guys? Why they always doing that? Like the person who brings everybody together, they always overthrowing them. So in a zombie apocalypse, to survive, you know you could trust Uniquely Mia supporters because we'd have our subscription printed out for sure. Claudia said, but have you guys played that game before? I know it's a video game. That's really cool. Like some of the most cool, I don't want to say most cool, but like the best TV shows I've watched, they've been like adaptations of video games. And I never even knew that. Like there was this anime show on Netflix. I forgot the name of it, but it was, the character had white hair and they were like hunting demons, but he was like half demon and like half human, that character on Netflix. You might know the name of the show, but that was really cool. So on TikTok, I have 5% on my iPad on TikTok. So you guys might die. I have 11% on my YouTube phone, so I really can't play up my phone, right? So if you guys on TikTok want to have a continuation of this discussion, like I said, go to my TikTok homepage, click links, and a link will take you directly over to Amazon. I mean, not Amazon, to YouTube. Sorry, guys. I've been awake since 3 a.m. So I guess this is what happens when I've been awake since 3 a.m. My words gets more jumbled than normal, but let me see. None asks how... So, guys, I'm not ignoring on YouTube. I'm going to get caught up. Let me just try to see if I can respond. There's 3 more comments on TikTok that I want to respond to very quickly before it dies, because my iPad's about to die, honestly. None asks, how are you going to prevent them from overthrowing you? That's a great question. There would be a pantheon. You know the pantheon of like the board of directors who has your best interest, right? So as Queen Mother may say for the YouTube community, we got some supporters on YouTube, right? Based on your comments, you guys are a you're like the people who's gonna make sure Uniquely Mia is not overthrown, right? So you guys will be on my board of directors. Y'all know who you are. A few of y'all are on the stream right now. Not everyone, but a few of y'all are here. So y'all be on my board of directors to make sure nobody overthrows me. Yeah, you have a yellow necklace. That means you need clan. Okay, cool. All right. What are we saying? Or you, lucky YouTube. Well, you could be on the board of directors as well too if you want. So yeah, not just YouTube. There's some OG supporters for on TikTok too. So yeah. You don't like romance genres, Evan said. Forgiveness said, what do you think about Jack the Ripper? He's an unknown serial killer since you are criminal justice. So you are Sherlock Holmes. I don't think I'm that criminal justice forgiveness, but that's a great question for sure. Sherlock Holmes or Jack the Ripper? Jack the Ripper was one of those characters that modern media didn't make Jack the Ripper seem cool, but to my younger self, the mystery of Jack the Ripper was very fascinating to me. I bought a book about Jack the Ripper when I was younger, and I did read it, right? So the mystery about Jack the Ripper was honestly, he was just an extreme mentally ill individual, like one of those, like somebody who had a mental health condition and did not receive treatment at all, right? No treatment at all, and he did horrific things, right? Or he could have just been a normal person, because there are normal people who do stuff like that, and he just thought he was better, because most of the people that he unfortunately took out were women who did a certain type of work, but they did it to survive, especially in that era when they were unmarried. They had to do that to survive 9 times out of 10. So he could have been an aristocrat, right? And he just thought he was really better than them. So yeah. Dora asks, would I be allowed to be security guard in a situation like second management? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can have that role in the apocalypse. Yeah, so we got security guard, second management. And remember, guys, I will live stream on TikTok as well on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll make sure that my iPad is charged up, so that way the stream won't have to end too abruptly. But my iPad literally has 3%, guys. So I think I'm going to end the stream here on TikTok, just because I don't want to end the stream with it just dying on y'all. So thank you everyone on TikTok for being here. Remember, if you want a continuation of this live stream, go to my YouTube channel, Uniquely Mia. The link to my YouTube channel was in the bio of my TikTok channel, but I really do have to log off because I literally have 3% and I only have one charger. I had 2 chargers, but my mom, she used one of them and she killed it. I don't know how she killed the charger, but she killed it. So now I only have one, right? So stay positive, guys, and don't let anyone rob you of your joy. And remember, if you want us to have more live stream discussions, at least for today, go to my YouTube page at Uniquely Mia. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, so we're back on YouTube. All right, guys. Hey, on YouTube. How everyone doing today? So let's read some of these comments on YouTube. So we got TikTok. We did a TikTok live stream. I feel like that was fun, right? I mean, had to dual stream a little bit. Not too bad. But Vernon never. No, Vernon. Really? You would be more of a Negan or a Shane? Nah, be a Shane at least. Negan, I cannot. No, Negan, I can understand why you would want to be like Negan, right? Because survive. Like, no, he was the person you did not think that guy would survive. I'm coming back. My throat is very parched. I'm out of water. I have to go outside and get water. So unfortunately, all I have is soda and juice. Like Negan, he killed Glenn. Like, how you don't kill Glenn and you're good in my book. Like, no. But Shane, I always say it, I did like Shane. Shane was low-key messed up. Like, he wasn't a good character, but I did like Shane because he had the potential. The only thing that made Shane bad is he was obsessed with Lori, in my opinion. If Shane wasn't obsessed with Lori, he could have been one of those characters who definitely survive and have like a decent redemption arc, I think. Evan said Rick was husband material. Shane was not it. Love positive Mia, where you eat pork or beef? Oh no, I don't eat pork or beef. Oh, you mean in the apocalypse? That's what I'm saying. It gets to a point, right? It would get to a point in the apocalypse where I'm like, is it even worth it to survive? Because like you gotta sacrifice. We were saying, if a zombie apocalypse happened, you're gonna eat dog, you're gonna eat cat, And then now we gotta eat beef, we gotta eat pork to survive, right? And then will it even have meat? So we'll just be surviving off of like canned goods. You know what? In all honesty, guys, in all honesty, it's my opinion that the best plan to survive an apocalypse is to get on a boat, go to a Caribbean island. It's gonna be hot all the time. Find a small Caribbean island. You can find Grenada. Buy my book, The Adventures of Uniquely Mia, From the USA to the Caribbean West Indies, which describes my childhood experience living and attending school on the island of Grenada. Get a boat, go to Grenada. Grenada is a tiny island, a dot on the map. Find some locals who are not bitten, right? Wipe out all the zombies on the island. Take out all the zombies on the island, right? Get them off the island. And then everyone needs to surround the island and like have guards or whatever, and you'll survive. It'll be a self-sustaining island. Now Grenada's not self-sustaining, so that's the concern, but you could like plant some bananas, catch some fish, a whole bunch of stuff, right? You need to secure something. Surviving the zombie apocalypse in America is too big. America is huge, right? There's so much people. And remember, in an apocalypse, you don't only have to worry about the zombies. You got to worry about other people because there's no laws. I oftentimes see sometimes on the streams people come in and be like, I wish there was no laws. Yes, you do. You may think you can survive in a society without laws because movies and the media makes it seem very cool. But guys, having laws protects us from a lot of terrible things that people would do sometimes, right? If there was no laws, right? So America's just too big for that. You would have to worry about the zombies, the people, the different weather, the temperature. That's why the best bet for me is to find an island, honestly. Vernon said, yeah, sometimes you got to make tough decisions and some people are dead weight. I don't know. I've only seen The Walking Dead, not in zombies. You're not into zombies. Okay, yeah. Yeah, The Walking Dead is the best. It's the most realistic that I've seen. I've seen a lot. I've seen Z, that's a movie though. I've seen a lot of zombie different TV shows, but that is the best. Fern, how you doing? Mia, you look beautiful with the golden dress. Thank you so much. Oh, it matched my hair. Yeah, I didn't even see that, but now that you mention it, for sure. Mom does a great job on braids. Thank you so much. And so much for I'm glad you like my smile. Really appreciate your kind words and your support, and really means a lot. Hey, your friend. Hello, Mia. Hey, you're from India. Welcome from India. 5:35 p.m. where I'm at right now. I woke up at 3 a.m. guys, so if I seem tired, I am tired, but I'm not too tired. I did nap a little. I did lie down a little bit, so I'm not tired enough where I had to cancel the stream, right? But I'm going good, so I just have to say that in case it seems like if I look tired, right, or if my words get jumbled, it's probably because of that. And now that you mentioned it, Fern, I just remembered that if you look closely, I think my shoes also match my dress a little bit and my hair a little bit. It's my mom. When Queen Mother styles me or styles anyone in general, she likes to be monochromatic vibe she'll go for, and I guess she just has a vision and it comes to light in her head, right? Hey, how are you doing, Post? Glad you could be here. R.I.P. the horse. Rick always did those horses wrong. No, that's so true. He really did. Rick did a lot of people wrong in The Walking Dead. Like, Rick, morally, guys, Rick isn't a good character. Rick is not a good character. Like, I'm saying, I went on a whole tangent about Negan. Rick and Negan are very similar. The only way why I guess most people who watch The Walking Dead, like myself, prefer Rick over Negan is because we've seen the character development of Rick Grimes, right? And the writers decided to frame him in a positive way. But Negan did some horrible things. Rick did some horrible things. Anytime Rick and his crew found like a new community, why did Rick always try to overthrow it? And when he overthrew the society, why did they always fall down? Rick was bad. Like, if I was in a zombie apocalypse and Rick Grimes came to my gate for sanctuary, go turn around, Rick Grimes, because you are going to overthrow my sanctuary. You're going to unalive me and my crew, and then you're going to lose the sanctuary to zombies. Like, Rick was bad. He was a really bad character, honestly, when you critically analyze him. But, like, he's a good character because we know his background. We know his development on how he became what he became, right? So that's why when they added Michonne in, I like Michonne. I do like Michonne more than Rick, because she never really, like, she didn't really do anything terrible. What she did what she had to do to survive. That's how I view Michonne. Rick, I feel like he thought he did certain things to survive, but a lot of things he did was unavoidable, in my opinion. A lot. Evan said The Walking Dead would have been the best show ever for me. Oh, yeah, you did mention you were having nightmares. Kat said they agree The Walking Dead type zombie will rot, but I think people constantly dying. Oh, and being the new zombies, yeah. Because humans would become the minority really very fast. I can see that. But later in The Walking Dead, they mention that the apocalypse would probably be over because of the rot. Really? Guys, I did not know that. Guys, I stopped watching after Glenn died. Okay? I jumped to the spin-offs, but like after Glenn died, I could not continue on. So out of like the 12 seasons of The Walking Dead, I only saw maybe like season 6, up to season 6. So I didn't even know that they decided that there was going to be a cure. And then when they took out Carl, I'm like, Carl, really? It got to a point where you were only watching for Carl, and then they decided to take that guy out. Like, that was Rick's son. That was really sad, but yeah. Okay, Evan, you like Michonne too? Yeah, Michonne is really cool. Have you seen the Fallout show? No, I haven't seen that one. I'll definitely check it out. Check it out. Brandon said, I love The Walking Dead. The only problem I had was that they started repeating character types. No, that is true. That's true. Like, how many bad girls can he have? Yeah. You know, I don't know what his name was, but the character was African American, and like he didn't have any hair. He was bald headed. He reminded me of Glenn. It seemed like they tried to replace him with Glenn. So I can definitely see what you're saying. How they definitely try to replace characters and create the new it group, but it never really worked because after a point, all your good characters are gone, right? Even though I haven't continued on with watching The Walking Dead, I do know that like they still have Carol in it, and Daryl and Michonne. Those are like the 3 OGs who are still there, but like he was missing for a lot of it, right? So when you started with a group of like 12 good characters and you killed some off and some of them just left the show with 3 left, what are we doing? What are we doing? But okay, Vernon, your top 3 is Glenn, Abraham, and Carol. That's a good 3. No. Yeah, that's a pretty good 3. That's a pretty good 3, honestly. I'm going with Glenn, all right? We need Michonne. No, Carol, though. I gotta choose 3. Michonne, Glenn, and Carol. Should I swap one for Rick? I'm like, even though Rick was unhinged, he always survived, right? So... Oh, okay. Yeah, he always survived, so that's why it's so hard. Like, even though Rick was problematic, but Carol was the underdog. Nobody would survive, so Carol is definitely on my team. I like Glenn, but like, how did he not make it? He was the one who was supposed to make it, but I guess he protected his family, so that's how he didn't make it. But like, I don't know. My top 3 is split. I would have to go for top 4. I did not even see that, Claudia, but thank you so much for sending us what I'm now seeing. I know I'm behind. Sending you just hands, Claudia. Really, really appreciate you donating your hard-earned money. I really appreciate it. Sometimes YouTube notifies me automatically, but for that one, it didn't happen. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. How's your day going today? Would love to know. Hey, Shorts. Oh, your door. Okay, welcome. Glad you were able to hop on from TikTok. So, we're just continuing the Walking Dead zombie apocalypse discussion very quickly. Claudia said, yes, we get all her attention. Bye, TikTok. Evan said, I agree. I find TikTokers so annoying. Oh no. Evan said TikTokers are so lame and desperately seeking attention. Okay. Vernon said Negan wasn't pure evil while he was at first. Yeah. Like, I get that. I totally know Vernon. I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Vernon. Negan and Rick are very similar, but Vernon, I can see that perspective. Like, he wasn't pure evil. When we first met him, like when he came to that community, he like unalived Glenn. He was evil. He was evil. But it was just for me, they took away my favorite character. And when I was watching that show when I was younger, right? It's like they took away a lot of my favorite characters. And then Glenn was like my last favorite character I was watching for, and you thought Glenn would survive. Like, I never read the comic book, so I thought Glenn would survive. And when I saw they took out Negan, and then they decided to take out Carl and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm like, okay, I skipped ahead. And I realized that Maggie let Negan go. The widow, she had the opportunity to get her revenge, and you let him go. And then that's when they decided to give him a redemption, because I did, like, there's a spinoff with Maggie and Negan in New York with the zombie apocalypse they did. He seems like a good guy. Like, he's going through redemption, right, in that show. And I'm like, yeah, you're great, Negan. You're going through redemption, but, like, you took out my favorite character. I can't, because, so it's just for that reason alone, they took out my favorite character. I can't get behind Negan, but, like, I do agree with you, Vernon. He wasn't pure evil. I mean, at least at first he was evil, but then he has a development for sure. Hey, Anthony, I don't know if I snore when I sleep. I have to ask my mom, honestly. I really don't know. You rather starve than eat meat? Okay. So we got Dor saying they rather starve. Hey, welcome. D7J, glad you could be here. Kat said, I believe in the comment Shane lives on for a while. Really? I did not know that. Wow. Okay, very cool. Thanks for sharing that, Kat. Did not know that. Evan said Shane is always short term based on his quick decision. I can see that. That is true, Evan. Yeah, he was definitely impulsive in the show for sure. No, I'm you guys can if somebody wants to, who's asking, Odysseus, so you can follow me on TikTok as well at Uniquely Mia. That's where I post. So I post content on YouTube and TikTok. So yeah. And I have fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, technology videos, education videos, and a lot more. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, travel videos, hair videos, manicure videos, and a lot more. And you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Right now, we're having a discussion about The Walking Dead, a little bit about how we would survive the zombie apocalypse. So if y'all want to hop on, or if you want to start a new discussion, I'll be more than happy to answer your question if I'm able and comfortable to do so. Just write it down in the chat. Short said, Mia, it's Dor. Okay, don't let's do an apocalypse talk for the YouTube people that can't go to TikTok lives. Okay, cool. Claudia said, imagine if there were no laws in the US, it would be living chaos. No, I do agree. It would definitely be living chaos for sure. Hey Amari, how are you doing? You love how you style your hair in so many different ways. Thank you. Ferdinand said, to be honest, The Walking Dead wasn't about the zombies to me. It was about human nature. That's really good. That's a good take. You critically analyze that show for sure. To type that. No, that is so true. I can see that for sure. Yeah, I can see that. You don't have the patience to survive the apocalypse, Amari said. Kat said the people were more scary than the zombies in most cases, for sure. Yup. Zombies just want to eat you, but some people wanted to control you and torture you. That is true. There was an episode too, I think. It was either The Walking Dead or a different zombie show I saw. There was an episode where they were capturing other humans to eat them. What do you mean you guys became cannibals during the zombie apocalypse? What? I think it was Z Nation. That's the show I saw where it was, but that was crazy. So yeah, people are definitely more scary in the zombie apocalypse than the zombies for sure. Thank you, Claudia. Glad you liked the dress. Yeah, that dress is really pretty. My mom got it from Dillard's. So if you guys want to twin with me or get something equivalent, that's the website to look at. Vernon said Daryl Dixon was too much of a fake Wolverine for me. Kat said Rick whipped someone's third out with his teeth. Hey, I don't remember that episode. I don't remember that one, but yeah, I've heard that before. But how do you do that? That's nasty. Like, what? That's what I'm saying. Rick was, and everyone, not even Rick, but everyone, and it's like Vernon said earlier, which was great, because Vernon said, what was it? That the zombie apocalypse, The Walking Dead showed them more about human nature rather than the zombie apocalypse. And as Kat said, Rick just, in the show, somebody's throat out with his teeth. Like, that's like probably extreme mental health condition to think like that. Why did Rick even think he could do that? Extreme mental health condition, right? And everyone, I think every single character in The Walking Dead had an extreme mental health condition. And it's not to bash them. Nobody should be bashed for having a mental health condition, right? But it's just to show when you're in a situation like that, in an environment like that, it is normal to have some type of mental health condition. So it's even to discuss what we even discussed in Shane, right? I think Shane was like impulsive. That is true. I do agree. But like, maybe if I was a therapist, if I was studying that, I could have said, oh, Shane most likely developed this form of mental health condition because of the zombie apocalypse, right? Show to critically analyze. I feel like that would be definitely fun to do. That like it's a really, really good show to do. Perhaps what we could do, we have to start the movie review. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look into some like old horror movies, so we could all watch that and discuss that for Sunday's live stream, right? But if that goes well, maybe we could critically analyze TV shows or something like that we've all seen. The main reason why we're starting with YouTube is because YouTube is accessible to like all the supporters who have subscribed to Uniquely Mia channel. So we're only gonna be choosing free movies that are offered on YouTube, so that way y'all can watch it if you want, and on the Sunday live stream we can have like a discussion about it, like what were our favorite parts, what were our favorite characters, was there a moment that we were surprised about. That could be really cool. Yeah, I do agree. Michonne was definitely Rick's moral compass for sure. Hey Dora Mob Man, how are you doing? I definitely like Michonne a lot better than what's her name? What's her name? Lori? Yeah, I did not like Lori. From the first episode, I really didn't like Lori at all. Evan said Rick became more gory as time went on. Do agree. Vernon said only difference is Negan was initially a villain. Yeah, so they made him torture people. Rick was always the hero, so they justified his evil side. That is true. That is true. You're pretty as well, Lily. Love the emojis, Durf Mob Man. Really cute, really cute. Evan said Rick became traumatized from the first few interactions of the series. Yeah, you can see that for sure. Like, he woke up from a coma. You're telling me you wake up... If I wake up from a coma and I see a zombie, I will think I'm having a nightmare. And then he comes to find out the zombie is actually real. That's scary. Vernon said Glenn and Abraham got killed. The fighting went down. Oh, exactly. They were like the good characters. All right, Dormama, it was a pleasure. On. Yes, hopefully see you on Friday's live stream or the comment section of my full nutritional YouTube video or YouTube short. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, Brennan said Michonne was overrated. I liked her sword though. But I can understand how you just, yeah, she's overrated for sure. Yeah, like this new character coming in, like, oh, what are you? How are you different? Brennan said Glenn was the perfect example of courage. Yeah. No, because he risked his life in like the first season to save Rick. And that's why I was so upset when they killed Glenn. I'm like, if it wasn't without Glenn, there would be no Rick Grimes. Because if Glenn did not decide to save Rick in like the first season, the horde of zombies would have gotten him. Because in Atlanta, he was underneath that car. And in the show, the TV show, there was like hundreds of zombies surrounding him. Oh yeah, Cats, Judith is... Oh, no! Really, Cats? I'm glad they changed that. I don't know. Judah dies in her mother's stomach. Wow. I did not know that, Cat. So I'm glad they changed the writing for that. So they could have changed the writing, that means. So they didn't have to kill Glenn off, but it's okay. I mean, it's not, but they did it. But that's sad. Said I didn't see the last season or any spinoff shows. The spinoff shows are good, I think. But yeah, I can't watch the last seasons because I'm like, I feel like all my characters are not going to be there anymore. Maybe like 3. So what? And then yeah, so I don't think I could. Maybe one day I'll rewatch The Walking Dead and see if I could finish all seasons. But for now, like after season 7, I want to say I haven't watched anything. Okay, do you know when the bridge blows up in the show? When they were building that bridge to connect the communities, that was the last episode I saw. So after the bridge blows up, I haven't seen anything since then. I don't know if that's season 6 or 7. Hey, Billy, you're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Friend said Shane kept the group while Rick was still searching for his alive. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Shane was a good character, but like he was just too obsessed with Lori. He was just too obsessed. The problem with Shane, he didn't know. He didn't understand that no means no. That was the problem with Shane. Like, Lori told him, leave her alone. Lori continuously told him no, no, no. Rick continuously told him no, no, no. And Shane just would not listen. So I guess parallels for society. People often say people don't listen to the word no and bad things happen to them, right? So Rick took it to the extreme end on the show. That was the problem with Shane. He did not understand no. Kat said, I agree, Vernon, it's about human nature more than anything else. Cool. Kat said, men actually have enough bite. Wow. Forced to break fingers. Really? Wow. Wow. I guess in a situation that's life or death, I guess you're going to do what you're going to do. I did not know that, Kat. Wow. Kat said, Rick bit someone's throat because someone else in the evil group started. Oh. Wow, I didn't see that. Okay, so yeah, so Rick was justified for that. Yeah, Rick was justified what he did. This was after Negan, so Rick already lost it. Yeah. So yeah, I can understand Rick now for sure. Anthony said, do you snore when you sleep? I don't think so. I don't know, Anthony. Honestly, I don't know. I'd have to record myself sleeping, right? But then that would probably take up a lot of video. Then yeah. But I don't know. I really don't know. Do you snore when you sleep? But welcome everybody to the live stream. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, fashion videos, and a lot more. My birthday was this weekend, so I have a lot of birthday content for y'all. I will also be going traditional YouTube video, and I'll also be uploading it. So I think probably by the end of tomorrow, end of next week, not next week, this week, you guys will have access to that full traditional YouTube video. So I don't want to say prepare to be sick of me, but prepare to be sick of me with the birthday content. I will be doing a spontaneous live stream this week for y'all because I'm moving out soon and I need to pack up. So y'all tend to, I think you guys like the move-in stream. I don't think I've ever done a pack out stream or pack up with me stream. So I don't know what day I'm going to do the spontaneous live stream, but just know I will stream before Friday for y'all, but I'll also be sticking to the streaming schedule this week as well. So as you know, if you're returning support, if you're a new person here, I stream most Mondays, Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this week, I'll do a spontaneous stream, so make sure you like the video, subscribe, and your post notifications are turned on. So let's see what Kat said. Kat said, oh, yeah, when the bridge blows up, Rick gets kidnapped. Yeah, by the evil group, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't miss much. So yeah, I remember that. So I remember the bridge getting blown up, and then I jumped to the spin-off where Michonne found Rick with that group, and like 15 years had passed, or like 10 years had passed, and Rick turned into a chicken. Like, that show made me so upset when I saw that spin-off, right? It made me so upset. I literally was watching and I was skipping. Because I'm like, this is not Rick Grimes. Who are you? You look like Rick Grimes. You sound like Rick Grimes. So the spin-off with Michonne really made me upset, but the ending was really happy, right? So all we're waiting for and to be reunited, right? Because those are like after Glenn, those are like the two OG characters who were like, okay, they were together since the start after Glenn, right? So that's all we're waiting for. And then Darrow is in Paris last time I saw. Like, his spinoff was really good. I did like the spinoff if you guys haven't seen it, but season 2 made me so upset. Ferdinand said, I can't watch. I think I was tapped out. No, like, they always, I can't even say, like, Carl, like, he's always called, no, I know what you're talking about. Like, he would always say Carl, and he would always say, like, his name so, I don't want to say weird, but, like, he would imitate the Southern accent, and he would always extend it. It was so funny, because the real actor's from England, I think, so, like, he was imitating the Southern accent, so I guess he's not going to do it right, or whatever, but no, and people have done multiple memes with Rick saying Carl that way, and it's so funny when that happens. Claudia said, Anthony, you've already asked that many times. Yeah. Kat said, hello, wow, Coral. Oh, that's funny. And the actor who plays Rick is British. Yeah, so maybe that's why. Kat said, there was 3 British actors in The Walking Dead. I think they did amazing job. No, they really did, because initially when I was younger and like when I rewatched it, because I rewatch The Walking Dead often, so Like, I think I first watched it when I was younger, like when I was in high school or middle school, I think, or elementary school probably, and it didn't psych me out. It was just boring. At least I thought it was boring when I first watched it, so I stopped. And then when I was a freshman in college, I remember I was on Netflix and I needed a show to watch because I was bored. So I tried to rewatch. I'm like, that's a good show. And literally, I recently, maybe like 2 years ago, I found that Rick was from like London or England or whatever, and I did not know that because like his accent sounded really good. Like he did do a good job. But when people started to look at Vernon said, "No, Carl." That's funny. Like when he started doing that, like saying Carl's name weird or like funny, then I guess people actually looked into it and was like, "Oh, you're not American." But who are the other two British actors? I didn't know there were three. I just thought there were like one of them. I didn't know there were three. Vernon said, "Oh, wow, Maggie's British." No, she did a really good job. Maggie did do a good job because I did not. Jesus British too, really? They did a good job with the accents because I didn't even hear it. I just thought they were, I genuinely thought they were from the South when I hear them talk. You had high hope for Jesus. Oh, but his chaos disappointed me. I don't really know much about Jesus. I guess because his character is probably more developed after the bridge scene. And remember, I didn't watch after the bridge. All I know about Jesus, the character, at least in The Walking Dead, was that he was with, I don't know, what was the name of that village? I don't know the name of the village, but he was with the village who was behind Maggie, right? He had the long hair. And he survived. I feel like he was an okay fighter, but he was just like, that was a character. I guess I didn't stay in the show long enough to actually see what his personality was like. Kat said, "I don't know if I snore in my sleep either. No one has said anything." I think, yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, nobody says anything, so I don't know. Honestly. Well, my mom doesn't really hear me sleep unless, like, we go to the hotel, so that's what I'm saying. I'll have to ask her just to tell you guys what she says. But I don't know. Maybe if I'm in a deep sleep, probably. Kat said, and the black guy in the beginning who helped Rick. Oh, Morgan. Oh yeah, I do remember they said Morgan was British. I do remember that. Vernon said Jesus was acrobatic, okay, like a ninja. Okay. But they made him like a diplomat, peacemaker. Yeah, I do remember that about him a little bit. Like, Peacemaker in the zombie apocalypse, very dangerous game, right? Because, like, hey, it's good. It's good because you're making the peace, right? So if you know things are going to fall apart, you can be the first person to notify somebody or get yourself out, right? But at the same time, if a deal goes wrong, right, you ain't coming back. Like, it's never good to be the messenger, right? Never good to be the messenger. They're always the first person to either show the good news or the bad news. And that's what Jesus was, I guess. In real life, too. If you believe in Jesus, he was kind of like that, too. But in the show, he's also like that, too, right? So, yeah. But, yeah. So, welcome to the live stream, everyone. Uniquely Mia here. I think I may be ending the stream just a little bit early today if there's no more questions, comments, or concerns. As I said, I did wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm feeling it. I'm literally feeling tired, but I will do a spontaneous stream, as I said. Sometimes this week what's tomorrow? Yeah, it's not gonna be I don't know. It might be. I don't know. Spontaneous stream might be tomorrow or the day after. If I do it tomorrow, it's gonna be in the afternoon. I don't know. Might as well get a head start on packing up my stuff. So I might stream tomorrow for y'all. Yeah, in the afternoon. So stay tuned for that. Post notifications turned on. Claudia said, "My mom snores so loud that she wakes me up in her." What? Her room's across from yours and she wakes you up with snoring? Wow. Do you sleep with earplugs? You need some earplugs, Claudia. Wow, you're better than me. I could not. That's something. Kat said, do y'all like that pastor guy? Oh, I know. Oh, do I like him? Eugene, is that his name? I don't like Eugene. The guy with I don't like him. I remember him, but that's not who you asked about. But you just remind me of Eugene, though. I do not like him. No. I don't like that guy. But the pastor guy, I don't know. It's like, no, I don't like him. No. Personally, for me, no. He betrayed the group. He really did betray the group. And it wasn't like betrayal where he went to the enemy. He didn't tell them sensitive information, honestly. I feel like. If he told, especially with that girl, like if with the bridge scene, because wasn't she with the enemy? And he knew who her identity was. If he told them, the whole like extravaganza or terrible stuff that happened could have possibly been avoided, right? So yeah, the pastor guy, no, I don't like him. He's a chicken, honestly. You could see that he locked his congregation away from it. He was hiding. Like, what? I didn't. That guy was a chicken. I did not like him. No, nope. Do I have classes today? No. So last day of classes is this week. So I'm just completing a final assignment. So that's why I said earlier, like, if I could have changed my ticket, I would have changed it, because I don't need to be here. All my remaining assignments, it's just like final papers and etc. So yeah, we're at the end practically. I got one more assignment to do and we're done. So yeah. Vernon said he lived way too long. No, really did. She starts so loud, Claudia said. You look for I've heard, I don't know, because I had roommates one time and they used to talk. These, I don't know if they had parties, but they used to be like in the kitchen and my bedroom was right in front of the kitchen. So anytime they spoke, I would hear them. So I looked, I didn't buy it, right? I just took a pillow and like put it on top of my face when I was sleeping. But they sell like, it's not earwax, but it's like earbuds that's similar to wax, and you put it in your ear, and they said it's supposed to block the noise, Claudia. I know I didn't describe it well, but if you put that description in Google, something may come up. I would recommend looking into that if, like, because I don't think you can control your mom's snoring. So I would look into that, and hopefully that aids he's a little better. Kat said, I actually love hearing people snore to relax to me. Okay, I can understand that. It's like ASMR. It's ASMR, because literally on Saturday we were all like, Stu, my mom, everyone, the whole group, we were sharing a room, but we had like 2 beds and a couch. So we were sharing the room, and we went to the room, guys, and when I tell you, nobody but my mom was sleeping. My mom was in a deep sleep. She literally fell asleep. Everybody else, we were trying to sleep, we could not sleep. So you know what I recommended? I recommended that everyone listen to like the ASMR hair spa, because when I can't sleep, I watch people get massages, or I listen to like the hair scalp scratching. They were like, it's annoying, turn it off. Like, what? So I say that to say, Cats, I understand you. I understand that how hearing people snore to you is very relaxing, similar to how watching like the ASMR videos is relaxing to me when I sleep, but other people may find it not so relaxing. I can understand that perspective for sure. Vernon said they hated Eugene and the pastor. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. Yeah, you guys reminded me. Great question, Cats. Y'all reminded me about those characters, because I did not. Yeah, they were bad. They were bad. Claudia said, Mia, you need to sleep and get your rest. Yeah, I'm going to respond to these comments and then I'm going to end it. Oh, thank you so much for that. Vernon said the pastor was very annoying to me and he also lived way too long. I do agree. Yeah, it was that. When we were first introduced to the pastor, I found him to be annoying, because he didn't really want to help them, and then when they were finally leaving, he got scared. That's why I called him a chicken, because he got scared. So then he called them back, and then he locked his congregation in the building. So the pastor, and then towards the end, he knew who the enemy was. He didn't convey the enemy. And then Eugene was smart. I didn't like that he lied. Like, right off the bat, he was lying about everything. And then 2, he worked for the enemy again. So that's why I didn't really like them. Okay, Cats agree he seemed a little fake. Okay, nice. Buddy said, ew, why are you so cute? I don't know. God made me like this. Thank you so much for your kind words, buddy. I really appreciate your kind words. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Glad you could be here today. The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So I recommend the channel. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, so you never have to leave. I got education videos, fashion videos, manicure videos, hair videos, live streams, and etc. for y'all. Claudia said, Cats, it's not relaxing when you're getting woken up in the middle of the night. That's funny. Kat said, yeah, you're probably sleeping, Mia. Thanks for the live stream. Glad you got to your dorm safe. Thank you so much, Cats. Thank you, Cats. Thank you, Vernon. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Dor. Thank you, Buddy. Thank you, In Your Soul. Thank you, Love Positive. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Anthony. Who else was here? Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Lily. Hey, that rhymed. Thank you, Amari. Thank you, Odysseus. Thank you, D7J. I know I didn't shout out to everyone. Thank you, Shorts. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for donating gifts to the Uniquely Mia channel. Thank you for spending time here and engaging with the discussion and etc. It was really enjoyable for me. Do apologize that I was tired today. I should have slept on the plane, right? But I couldn't sleep. But I'll be back. I'm gonna try and live stream most likely tomorrow in the afternoon because I do want to start packing up some of my stuff a little early instead of just having it sit in my room looking at it. So I'll live stream tomorrow for y'all. So make sure you're subscribed, your post notifications turned on because I don't know what time I'll stream tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the streamer. Make sure to be on the lookout because I will be dropping like more content for my birthday, full nutritional YouTube videos, etc. And I hope each and every one of y'all have a great rest of your day. Stay positive, and remember, as Uniquely Mom, Queen Mother always says, don't let anyone rob you of your joy. If you want more of Uniquely Mia after the stream, go watch some of my full nutritional YouTube videos or YouTube shorts. Bye guys, have a great rest of your day.